Alright, BobalosRex here, and this is what to do before 11.2 because I got all the info. You may have already heard a million times from other people what you gotta do, but we got the full details now. So here's what you gotta do. So, we're gonna go through all the feat of strengths that you want to get done. Some of the items that we're gonna talk about in here we'll carry over. We'll talk about those. This isn't going away. It's not even going to be harder to obtain. It's actually going to get easier to obtain. But let's go over all the stuff that's going away. Mostly all the meta achievements. So, War Within Master Blaster will get harder to complete. All right. Or no, this one is only the season 2. So War Within season 2 Master Blaster. This one's going away. Now, the next one, Dressed to the Mines, is still going to be earnable by killing Mythic Chrome King Galliwix. So, Dressed to the Mines, which unlocks the Transmog appearance stuff, still going to be obtainable, but only through Chrome King Galliwix on Mythic. Whereas Season 2 Master Blaster, which gets you the tier charge, that is going to become a feat of strength and no longer obtainable. Once before the next season begins. By the way, this says before the next season begins. So, there's that. Actually, it's probably gonna go away. This makes it sound like it won't go away until the season 3 start. But the tier charge isn't gonna matter once 11.2 hits, because they're just going to be free. So that'll be interesting. So those are those 2 achievements. Get those done. Get this one done while you can. This one's just going to only be obtainable by Mythic Chrome King. Next up, while we're talking about the raid, we got Ahead of the Curve, Cutting Edge, and Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame's already done and gone. But if you want Cutting Edge and Ahead of the Curve, you want to get that before Season 3. Alright, this says before the release of the next raid tier. Alright, so you should be able to get that all the way up until August 12th. Puzzling Cartel Chips, their quest and the vendor will no longer be available at the end of Season 2. So once Koresh hits, that vendor goes away. So you want to spend your cartel chips, get those quests done if you want them done right now. If you want them done on alts, you can do that. And like it says here, Keys to the Big G will still be available, and 2 will drop off of Mythic Chrome King until the next expansion. Until Midnight Pre-Patch, those should be dropping. Maybe even until the expansion launches proper. Alright, now we're going to talk about War Within Season 2 Mythic Plus rewards. So, all these are going to become feat of strengths. Whether or not you care about them, is up to you. So, you got the main ones, the Title, the Enterprising, the Crimson Shredder Tank for 2k. I'll show that off in a second. Then you got Keystone Hero for 2.5k. Is just a feat there. That unlocks that 1 achievement, though, for the Transmog. And then there's 3k, which unlocks the other Shredder Tank, which is the big one, Keystone Legend. And then title content, or title cutoff. Okay, listen here. So, Enterprising Hero. Okay, all this stuff available until Season 3 begins, right? All this other stuff, you will have that buffer week with Season 3 loot, but doing Season 2 content. So you will have that buffer week, according to this post, except for title. Title cutoff complete before the content update to earn. Alright, that's the top 1%. And then Keystone Heroes, you can get those all the way up until Season 3. Work on those plus 10s. Alright, if you want those portals. Alright, so that's M+. Now PvP. Alright, the following will become feats of strength when Season 3 War Within begins. Alright, so all this stuff should be earnable up until Season 3 starts. So this should have that buffer week. Combatant 1, Combatant 2, Prize Combatant, Challenger. So this is for the Transmog. This one's for the Vicious Mount. Then you got gloves, boots, belt, helm, transmog. Then you got the weapon illusion, jackpot. Then you got the gladiator cloak for duelist. And then you got elite, which will get you the tabard. And then gladiator, which is like 24, I think. For the gladiator fell bat, but you gotta win 50 games. And that will get you the bat, which we're going to look at. And then for prize gladiator, that's the top 1%, which will... See, this doesn't have that one level, but this stuff, any title cutoffs are before the patch hits, right? That's why I'm wondering. I think a lot of these start maybe cut off before the patch, but this one for sure. Then you got the prize weapons, so that's the earn conquest to get your weapon token. That's going to become a feat of strength. So if you care about those, get that done now. Battle Mender, War Within Season 2, 50 solo shuffle rounds as healer with rival 1 or above. In Season 2, you want to get that done. Then you got Legend, War Within Season 2, 100 rated solo shuffles for Elite for that toy. You're going to want to get that done. Then you got Prize Legend, which is the top 1% title for Solo Shuffle. Prize Legend, you're going to want to get that done before the patch hits August 5th. All this stuff you want to really get done before August 5th, in my opinion. Then you got 25 rated Battleground Blitz, while Elite gets you that pennant. And then you got Prized Warlord / Prized Marshal for top 1% of rated Battleground Blitz ladder. Prize or Hero of the Alliance, Prize Hero of the Alliance Award. Top 5% for rated Battleground for those. Or it's, I guess the feat, it's just a feat. Hero of the Alliance Prize, Hero of the Horde Prize. And yeah, just that title. Ratings for Season 2 will be locked when the season ends at 2 p.m. local time before August 5th. So 10 p.m. local time, August 5th. That's when it locks off. So get that done. PvP Season 2 Elite appearances will be no longer earnable once Season 2 ends. So yes, all this stuff no longer earnable. The Vicious Mount, I think will be. In that little interim. But yeah, so all this stuff goes away when Season 2 ends. Alright. So get that done. Next up, War Within Season Delve rewards. Now look at this mount. It's actually not going away. But the achievements, the feats, or all these achievements are becoming feats. So if you care about feats, you want to get them done. War Within Delves Tier 11 Season 2. The Hadaclysm, that's the get Brandon change his hat 10 times after recovering it from the underpin. So you got to click on Brandon change his hat. Defeat the underpin in his lair, which will get you a transmog. Now you can get the transmog after the season from a drop, but the achievement will go away. Next, Breaking the Bank. Defeat the underpin in his lair on question mark before the release of the next season of Delves. Now this title, the real deal, is going away. You're going to want to get that if you want that, and that one you can do in a group. Now the Let Me Solo Him, the underpin, that you have to do alone before, and that will get you the Delver's Gobtrotter schematic gold. But it does look like that also becomes a low drop chance on underpin kill. So none of this is going away. None of this, none of the rewards other than the title is going away. Maybe we're seeing a new Blizzard, just removing titles and the feats and turning these into feats of strength, which do matter. And then another feat of strength that you're going to want to do, just keep swimming. Successfully complete a Corpus Delve without ever losing your breath on tier 8 or higher. You want to get that done because it looks like they're changing that. Alright, so that's all the delve stuff you want to get done if you care about the feats of strength. But like I said, it looks like all the rewards are sticking around, even the Golden Goblin. So let's look at these rewards real quick. So this is the M Plus 2K rating, Keystone Master Mount. You know, it looks good. I got mine done. You want to get 2K rating for that. And then we got the Legend version, which is 3K. I want that. Definitely want to get that done. But you should have the buffer week to get that done with some Season 3 stuff. Maybe the Reshi wraps go in there. Some Tazavesh gear. Maybe get some extra score in that last little week there. Next up. Now, tier stuff isn't going away. But when the patch hits, all your Season 2 gear turns gray. Alright, and then it's hard. You can't upgrade it. So, in my opinion, if there's any gear you want to get for Season 2, grab it now while it's the current season. So I got DK sets here. Here, let's kind of enlarge this part of it, yeah. So, the Elite set here, this is what's going away. This set is going to be temporarily unavailable and not pop up until midnight. This set goes away. These other ones will just get harder to get for DK. I'm just going to go through them. So this Gladiator set, this set, you're going to have to wait till midnight. This one goes away. For Druid, this is the wait till midnight PvP set. And this is the going away PvP set. Now for Evokers, we got the wait PvP set. You gotta wait till midnight. And then this one is the one that's going away. Alright? You can earn it now. So if you want to get it now. Alright. And then we got this for Hunter. This one, you'll have to wait till midnight. And then this one is the one going away. And then for Mage, this one will be on hold till midnight. And then this one will go away. Alright. Will be unobtainable. Again, be unobtainable. You'll still have it. This one will be buyable in midnight with Marks of Honor at some point. And then this one is the one that will go away for Monk. It's that cool purple. And we got green for Paladin. This is the wait till midnight. And this is the one that will go away. Alright. And then for Priest, this is the Gladiator. And then this is the Elite. Alright, that goes away. Alright, y'all know the deal. That's the one that will wait till midnight. That's Elite. That's Rogue. We got Shaman. I really don't like the Shaman set this tier personally. That's the one that goes away. We got Warlock. The green will be earnable at some point. Midnight. And then this one will be the one going away. And we got Warrior. Alright, so this is the Gladiator. And then this is the Elite. Alright, so get those sets if you want them. Like I said, for PvE, they don't go away. I just think it'll be harder to get, you know, without being able to upgrade all the Season 2 gear. But Nightfall events drop a lot of normal stuff that you can transform. And then, of course, you can get veteran stuff from... Well, you can even get heroic stuff from Visions and stuff. So these versions will be more obtainable. But right now, if you want to upgrade heroic stuff to Myth, get it now while you can. Because August 5th, when the patch hits, all your Season 2 gear is going to go gray. Alright, it's going to go gray. Alright, but one of the cool things, and we'll talk about in a bit, is up with Flight Stones. Let me just show off the last little bit. So this is the Gladiator mount that's going away. Love it or hate it. Get it while you can. The new one that they just updated looks pretty sweet. This is the Weapon Illusion. And then this is the tabard and cloak. Alright. So get that stuff while you can. And I was going to put all the delve stuff. So this is the delve stuff, right? The golden goblin. All the accessories. But you can get this stuff. You can buy this stuff. It'll be available on the vendor in Season 3. This and then the mount skin will just be rare drops. But, like I said, if you want to get this delve stuff cheaper, okay, you want to complete the journey now, right? So next season, you'll have a new delve journey, but all this stuff will be on the vendor at a higher price, okay, of resonance crystals. So basically, save yourself some resonance crystals, complete it now while you can, get the mounts while you can, and also the overcharged delve mount will be available on Finley for undercoins, but at the moment, undercoins should reset. They may not. But until they say something about it, I would like spend them up a little bit, maybe buy a couple of pets. But maybe you do want to hold on to them if there's nothing important. If you'd rather buy the mount, but there's not that much on the new Season 3 vendor, I'll show it at one point. But that's all the achievements and all the stuff going away for the season. But there is going to be some stuff getting harder, right? I've already that post talked about the overcharged delves a little bit. You do want to get those feat of strengths done. If you want to complete the belt console, get that done. If you just want to level up the belt and be ready, you can get that done now, but it will be available in the patch, so you don't got to rush and do that. But like I said, if you want those feats and all that stuff, you want to get that done. But the more immediate stuff you want to get done is stuff for this event, right? This event is going to be over the week before the patch, so in my opinion, you want to be getting the Pandaren starter area done. If you want that mount, get that done. Turbulent Timeways. Level some alts. We're in prime alt leveling territory, right? And if you got any alt right now that's leveling below level 80, you go out in Dragonflight or War Within, kill a mob, you can get a potion that will increase your XP. If you plan on playing in Midnight, that XP potion may be relevant. You know, that could help you. There's also the Greedy Collectors event with all the goblins. You can farm the Hell Shards, get that stuff if you want that transmog. So there is all that stuff going on right now that you may want to focus on. There's a Twitch drop. There's also lore walking. The ethereal storyline is a feat of strength. I would get that one done as soon as possible. Alright, here, I'll pop it up here. See, it's a feat. Get it done while you can. You never know when those can go away. And there's a few more things that are going to be getting harder to get. Dark Flame Mole Mount, right? Next season, we aren't going to have Dark Flame Clef. So if you want the mount that drops from Dark Flame Clef before midnight, you're going to want to get that done. Alright? Any Undermine farms, kind of want to get them done now because there's going to be less people there. Currencies to spend, I wanted to go over real quick. So, we now know flights or Valor Stones won't reset. So, you can farm those up. You can also buy bags of Valor tokens with these tokens of merit. Any other places where you get bags of Valor Stones, you can hold on to those if you really want to stockpile Valor Stones. But, well, also Honor. Honor does not reset. So you can farm up a ton of Honor right now and get that saved up for the new season. But the currencies that do reset, Conquest. Spend your Conquest. Bloody Tokens. Spend your Bloody Tokens. Spend your crests now because you won't be able to spend them on upgrades once the patch hits. They won't go away, but you won't be able to spend them. I mean, maybe they'll go away. Either way, spend them now, right? Undercoins may or may not reset at the moment. I think they're going to reset, so you may want to spend them. Restored coffer keys, you definitely want to spend and get those down out the way. Other than that, most of the other stuff is going to be sticking around. Visions will still be around, but it'll be season 2 gear, so it won't be important. That corruption item, enchant, won't be important. So yeah, right now, best thing to do, spend your currency, level up some alts, get any seasonal goals done, and be ready for 11.2. We're going to Koresh. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.